What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube family?
What's up, YouTube? All right. Well, where did you get your dating advice from?
Not TikTok.
Not TikTok. Well, I will hope you're not getting dating advice anyway, since you're married to me.
I mean,
But
it's okay to get different ideas. I truly believe that. It's okay to get different. I mean, because a lot of times we could be doing the same date. Somebody give us some information. Hey, man,
But those are
try this place out right here, man. Try this out right here, man.
Okay, so for our single folks, Matt Walsh reviewed some toxic dating advice on TikTok.
On TikTok. Come on, man.
Well, we met in the grocery store.
And half of these people don't even have relationships.
That's
don't have
true.
one relationship, but they give it advice.
Or they have relationships, but then they don't have relationships.
They don't have one. They're not in one. I rephrase that. They're not in one relationship.
No.
That makes sense.
They're not in one. They're in multiple.
They're not in one. They're just on TikTok.
Just talking.
Getting likes and followers.
Oh, just giving random advice. All right, so let's see what Matt got to say about this one. Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So today we return to the wilds of TikTok to check in on their dating advice. There are apparently a bunch of TikTokers who have deemed themselves worthy and qualified to dispense dating and relationship advice to the hapless people who use that app. Now, I think you already know how I feel about this. I've made it clear before. I've already specified that if you want to give relationship advice, you're not qualified to do that unless you have to be married at a minimum. And if you're married and you want to give marriage advice to other married people, then you have to have a good number of years and a few kids on your resume also. But if you aren't married at all, then you haven't beaten the dating game yet, right? You haven't completed it. You haven't cracked the code. So why would anyone listen to you? It's like if you're giving advice on how to climb a mountain, but you can barely make it up a flight of steps without getting winded or breaking your ankle or something. It's like, why would I go to you for advice on this? Now, I'm guessing that most, if not all, of the advice on TikTok is from people who do not pass this test, but we'll check it out anyway, and let's start with this.
So you're talking to a new guy, and he asks you, so what is it that you look for in a guy? Like, what kind of qualities do you like in a man? Let me tell you why you should never answer that question up front. First of all, the only reason a guy's going to ask you that question is so that he can find the fastest way to get you hooked. Because if he knows what you want, he's just going to be that person. Even if that's not an accurate reflection of who he really is, he's going to put up that front because he knows that's what you want. So rather than give him a literal cheat sheet on how to manipulate you, I'm going to tell you how you're going to answer that question. You're going to tell him, how about you show me who you are, and then I'll let you know if you're the kind of guy I'm looking for. That way, he'll take you seriously because he knows you're not easily manipulated, and you're going to save yourself a lot of time because you're going to know within a few weeks whether or not that man passes your vibe check. Stay woke.
Okay, to begin with, she's wearing way too much makeup. I felt like I was watching that scene. It was that scene in The Joker where he's putting the clown paint on. I felt like I was watching that scene. Only there's a lot better life advice to be found in The Joker than in that video. Notice something about this girl and the tips she's giving. She is perfectly okay with the idea of dating a guy who will manipulate you. She wants you to stay one step ahead of the game and manipulate him instead. So this is a competition of people manipulating each other. It's kind of a zero.
Who can do it first?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a game, but it's a war at the same time. We're at war. If I can get you first, I got you.
Well, I'm just glad I'm married at this point because I don't know what she was talking about.
You actually got people listening to that.
I don't know what.
I'm not gonna say on TikTok that some of the people that come on there doesn't have good advice. I know a couple of people that come on there have good advice. You know what I'm saying? What
you say? You said before. What? Chew on the meat, spit out the bones.
Chew the meat, spit out the bones. Yeah.
Zero-sum competitive sort of approach to the male-female relationship that has made it so that people like the girl in the video will probably be alone and unhappy forever because that's the way they approach male-female relationships. Listen, if you suspect that you're with a guy who you can't be honest with because he'll manipulate you with the information you give him about yourself, then just dump him. Head for the hills.
Bye-bye.
That's the ultimate red flag right there. If you have to worry about being manipulated, it's the wrong person. And if you think that every guy is going to manipulate you, then you yourself are not fit to be dating because of this. This is the way that you're going into it. This is how you see men. The truth is that plenty of men out there would ask the question about what you're looking for in a man because they actually want to know, and because they want to know if they're the right fit for you, and they also want to know if you're the right fit for them. It's
Exactly.
I like that. That's what it's
Exactly. Everything's not a game.
I think that, it's okay to say, tell me something about you.
Yeah.
And then you tell her something about you, right?
Hmm?
That way, now I can feel the type of person you are. Fill out the type of person you are,
Yeah.
right? That makes sense.
It's not about manipulation or trying to get
If you're
one
gonna
up
start
on
out
somebody.
playing that game, you might as well go ahead and call it a day.
Yeah.
It's not less honesty up front, it's more.
Tell her.
Get it all out on the table up front right away. You should be totally clear,
That's
both
the
of you.
biggest thing, is just get it all out.
That's
Be
it.
honest. So if she don't like you, then you walk away.
Yeah.
But if you be this person that, just to be a person that she wants you to be, then now you fake. But if you show her you only better being you, right?
And I guarantee you, her friends and family, her mom especially, is gonna know.
About what you're looking for, what your values are, etc. That's what you should actually do. And you can take my advice, even though I wasn't putting on makeup as I gave it. Let's continue.
If you want someone to like you more, there are some really specific psychological things you can do that can actually make a world of difference. As a relationship therapist, I've literally spent my career studying the art of attraction and human psychology, so I know that these things work. The first thing you're gonna do is take advantage of the reciprocal liking concept. When you see them in person, you are gonna act so genuinely excited. Oh my God, I'm so excited to see you and catch up on all the things we talked about last time. You're probably thinking, but Kimberly, shouldn't I be playing it cool? Shouldn't I be waiting for them to come and talk to me? And the answer is absolutely not.
And you paint with all the colors of the wind.
You're gonna treat them like you have a very special connection. And this is because our brains are psychologically primed to like people more when we know that they like us and think we're a good person. This isn't even a flirty thing at all. This is literally that they feel safe and seen with you, and they know that you see the absolute best in them. Next thing you're gonna do, in your conversation, you are going to point out something that is similar about both of you. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we both have a sister. Oh, wow. The human brain does unconsciously choose people who we view as similar to us. Next thing, when people, especially men, see bare skin, they get aroused. I hate to admit it, but the sundress phenomenon is a real thing. There is a reason why guys like these so much. Your comfort is key when it comes to dressing in front of anybody, but if you want to play it psychologically, it will not hurt you to show a little bit of bare skin. Finally, this is the kicker. If you are not in a relationship, you're going to make sure that you give other guys the time of day. This brings out a protective instinct in guys and is usually the exact moment they decide to lock it down.
I mean, seriously, what is with the makeup thing? I don't understand. Why would you record a video while you're putting makeup on?
That was very distracting.
Very
By the way.
stupid.
It was very distracting to
Very
me.
stupid. It didn't make
I
no sense at all,
didn't-
man. That part when she said, "Be excited." Hey, what's up? I'm like, girl, what's wrong with you?
Right.
You were taking, you just drunk a Monster drink or something? What you got going on?
Of all the advice she
Calm
gave,
down.
of all the advice she gave, I only remember about the clothing part and showing some skin. I don't know. When I met him, I had on some Daisy Dukes. And then, but those weren't my clothes. So I ran to the store and somebody let me hold some shorts.
Okay, so you was spilling at somebody's house.
Yes.
Oh.
But when he saw me in my regular clothes, like in clothes that I would normally wear, like a regular pair of jeans or something, and a full cover shirt, he didn't know who I was.
Yeah.
Because I had on clothes.
Now,
Like, you just saw me yesterday.
1999.
Like, you saw me yesterday. How you forget who I was?
Because back then I was a player. A player.
Like, it would never occur to me to whip out my phone and take a selfie video while I'm getting ready in the morning and putting makeup on. I've never been brushing my teeth and said to myself, you know, oh, this would be great content. Anyway, this woman has spent her career,
That's what she said.
studying the art of attraction, which
Man,
means
Wash, that's the generation we live in now. That's what they do, man.
She looked like she looked like she was older than 25.
I don't know. I don't know how.
You just saying.
You just have bad advice.
I mean, I don't even wear makeup,
The
and it
advice
was just kind of
very
annoying.
bad. Very bad. I just picture somebody coming in. Hey, how you doing? Like, dude, why you gotta be so loud, man? That's too loud.
They must have ate some edibles.
We not gonna work out, man. You too excited. I don't mind you being happy, man, but smile. You got hey, like what you drink? What you just? You all right? You just what's going on?
They take it on another level.
she's been studying it for about 12 days because she looks to be about 19 years old, and she's telling us about what she
No, Max, she look older than me. I'm sorry.
has learned in her long career. And the super secret psychological insights she's giving us are as follows, if I remember them. This again, she went to school for this, she studied it, she's an expert, she's getting advice, she's putting her makeup on, and this is what she tells us. People like it when you show interest in them, and they like it when you have things in common. And then the big one,
bare skin.
the big secret, nobody could have known this without studying relationships in school first. You gotta go to
Exactly.
college, pay $100,000, spend 4 years studying it, read a bunch of books. And after that, then you will know that men like it when women have less clothing on.
No way!
That's psychological. People don't know that. So men,
She had to go to school
I
doing
don't
that.
care how much clothing you got on. Men gonna notice a nice looking woman as well as a woman gonna notice a nice looking man. So it
With
doesn't
clothes
matter,
on.
But I understand when you have you dress in a certain way, it does give a man a different way how they look at you. You know, it's like what? Okay, she may be a little free. You know what I'm saying?
It's like you thought about me.
No, I see you. I was doing my normal thing. You know, a little free on the aisle. Let me go and holler at her. You
I was
know?
buying diapers.
Yeah. But other than that,
Story of my life. But yeah, she spent all that money in college to find out one of the ways men are attracted to women is because they have on less clothes.
what? They didn't teach her that in college.
I didn't even learn it in college, and I think I took a
Nothing.
psychology class.
Just talking. And y'all believe everything
Exactly.
she's saying.
Excuse me?
That's
No,
the
we
problem with social
don't.
Media is that we believe everything that everyone says on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Snapchat. I'm sorry, Snapchat. But we believe everything that everyone says when it comes to social media.
Listen, I can't because even some recipes be nasty. But okay.
did you know this? Heterosexual men are attracted to the female form.
Knockers.
That's $100,000 worth of education.
Did you know
that tells you
that?
that. So that's what you call it, the sundress phenomenon. Yeah, that phenomenon you heard about where men like to see women in short skirts. It's true.
Do you think mini skirts are in good taste?
On you, I think they are.
The rumors are all true, okay?
He was smooth about it.
Accounts-
On you. He was smooth with that thing,
He
boy.
sure was.
He had a little glare in his eye to the
And then he leaned over.
On you, I think they are.
Telling degree confirms it. All right, let's watch the next one.
All right. I told you guys to stop giving such a big and you guys responded. You were like, cool, but like, how do I do that? This is my best advice to you. Start thinking like the man that you are or talking to, okay? When you are able to do this and you are able to start visualizing the relationship for what he sees it as, the game is changed. And this is what I mean. When you go hook up with this man, stop thinking of it as a little date night, a little snuggle, that, okay? He's seeing it as a hookup. So when you go hook up, you need to see it as sex and you're out. Your shift is over, baby, you're gone. Because that is what he sees it as, genuinely. If you are getting your rain on you, this is why. Because you're thinking of it in a perspective that he's not with. Text him every 5 seconds. Give it a rest. Play his game on him. Mind a little bit. Have fun. I love you.
Let me give some advice inspired by that video. And I give this advice to men. If you meet a woman who wears so much makeup, she looks like a department store mannequin, that's a red flag. And if she uses phrases like, F that shit, then that's the final red flag.
Yeah.
No woman who's like ever uttered that phrase is marriage material. It's like, that's right.
He hit it, bro. Oh my God.
She ain't F that. Man, what's wrong with your mouth? I don't want to eat no more. I mean, let's talk about your mouth. What's going on?
Oh my God. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm.
Oh man.
Right there, it's over. Shut the door. Of course, though, in acting and speaking like a teenage boy, she's only following her own advice. She advises women that some men are only in it for sex, and I think we got to go back and check with the counselor with the college degree first to verify that. I'm not sure.
They get aroused.
But the claim here is that there are some men who are just interested in the sex. And that's what she says. And you know, these men, they don't care about you personally, and they don't want anything deeper out of relationships or out of life, probably. And her great tip is to adopt the same...
These men don't want nothing, they just want sex. Where are you finding them at? Are you hooking up?
Where you looking?
Where you hooking up at?
Yeah. I mean, don't even call it a hookup, man. Like,
oh man.
Date, court. Oh God. Maybe I'm sounding old or something. I don't know, but
Wow.
diseases are out there. Ugh. Nasty.
mentality. So stoop to the lowest common denominator. Give up on wanting something more, something better out of life and out of your relationships. As the man descends into selfishness, nihilism, emptiness, superficiality, descend with him. And then at the end, you'll both be equally alone and miserable.
Yes.
Success, I guess.
We are all prostitutes in one sense or another.
Why?
Careful
Y'all,
you get your advice from.
yes, please. You can't get it from you just can't get it from everybody. It's my friend told me before she passed away last year. She was like, Shan, girl, just be glad you're not out here dating. She said, did you know that Netflix and chills mean that somebody want to have sex? I was like, it's not about watching TV. But it was just like surprising to her. But it was just like, girl, yeah, I'm glad I'm not dating anybody. I'm glad I'm married, you know, but wow. Hey, you get your advice from who you want to get your advice from. I would steer clear of the individuals on these TikTok videos. Even the educated
I would never go
psychologists.
to a demolition crew and ask them how to build a house. I mean, they're trained to tear down.
Tear down.
So if you see somebody like that, like these three people that came on here, stay away from them. Don't get your advice. That's a demolition crew. You want somebody that's going to build. And that's how you want advice from a person that builds a house. Mm-hmm. And how can they build a house if they don't have one? If they already have one built already, then they can give you advice on how to build a house, right? And that's how I look at that. That's my advice.
Yep. All right, YouTube. Married couples advice.
Cut me short, but it's all good.
What? I'm sorry, you weren't done?
I was going to talk about the sun. But,
No, you was not. And then you got to deal with men like this right here. We drive me nuts. All right, don't forget to like and subscribe and continue to follow us. And we'll catch you later.